Imagine booking a flight for just $50, only to realize you end up spending hundreds more by the time you land. Travel companies know this trick all too well, and millions of travelers fall for it every single day. Today, we are uncovering the hidden costs of global travel that could completely change the way you book your next trip. First, let's talk about budget airlines. At first glance, a $20 or $30 flight sounds like the deal of a lifetime. But the real cost starts adding up when you see the fine print. Want to bring a suitcase? That could cost more than the ticket itself. Want to choose a seat so you don't get stuck in the middle row? Extra charge. Even water and snacks come with a price tag. Suddenly, your budget flight is not so budget anymore. Next, hotels. You may think you got a good deal by booking online, but many hotels add hidden fees that show up only when you arrive. Resort fees, cleaning charges, Wi-Fi charges, parking fees, even towel rentals. In some tourist hotspots, those hidden costs can add up to more than 30% of the original price. Then there are credit card and ATM fees. When you travel internationally, using your card can cost you more than you realize. Some banks charge foreign transaction fees on every single purchase, and withdrawing cash abroad, you could pay $10 or more in fees each time. Over a 2-week trip, this can quietly eat into hundreds of dollars. Food is another sneaky cost. Many budget travelers think they can eat cheap everywhere, but in certain tourist cities, restaurants inflate prices for visitors. In places like Venice, Paris, or Santorini, you might pay double the local price just because you sat down at the wrong restaurant. The trick is knowing where locals eat, not where tourists are funneled. Transportation is also more expensive than it seems. That cheap flight you booked might land you in a secondary airport far from the city center. For example, flying into Beauvais Airport outside Paris means spending up to $30 just to get into the city. Multiply this by every destination, and you quickly see how much you're actually paying. Another cost many travelers forget about is travel insurance. While it can be important, it is often sold at inflated prices during the booking process. Some airlines push unnecessary add-ons that make people pay 2 or 3 times more than they need to. Even free things can end up costing you. Many so-called free tours are not truly free. They rely on heavy tips, sometimes more expensive than a standard ticketed tour, and souvenirs. Street vendors often double or triple prices when they see a tourist coming. Cruises are a whole different story. While the ticket price looks like it covers everything, once you're on board, you realize you have to pay for drinks, excursions, Wi-Fi, tips, and specialty dining. Some passengers spend more on extras than they did on the ticket itself. And finally, visas and entry fees. Many countries require travelers to pay visa charges, tourist taxes, or departure fees that are not included in the advertised price. These surprise costs can make an affordable trip suddenly very expensive. So what can you do to protect yourself? The key is research. Always read the fine print, compare the total cost of travel, and prepare for extra expenses. Use cards with no foreign transaction fees, pack light to avoid luggage charges, and plan your transport before arriving. Travel is one of the most rewarding experiences in life, but the hidden costs can ruin a trip if you are not careful. By knowing these tricks in advance, you can save money, travel smarter, and enjoy the world without breaking the bank. The next time you see a deal that looks too good to be true, remember, the hidden costs of global travel are always waiting. Will you be ready for them?